Hello, welcome to the 2018 Mid-Atlantic Congress. Registration is now open, so let's walk through registration. At midatlantic.congress, you can click on the word register in the upper right-hand corner, then on that page, the link that takes us to the actual registration blank. The registration page itself contains some information that you might want to review before you begin your registration. That includes a description, dates, the location, including the ability to map where the hotel is located, contact information, and a link so you can view the sessions. We're going to take a look at that link for just a moment. Click on View Sessions, and you will see a more detailed list of all the sessions that are available. Those that appear immediately are the mega workshops, which are on Thursday afternoon. Friday, if I click on the word Friday, then you'll see rounds 1, 2, and 3. And then on Saturday, the same thing. Click on that bar and you will see the options for Saturday, rounds 4, 5, and 6. Notice that after many of these titles, there are actually an icon that includes, if I click on it, the name of the presenter, a description of the session, and the name of the sponsor. Close that box once you're ready to go. And back at the top of the page, we're going to click the green arrow back and go back to event details. From this page, you can click on the yellow icon over here, this little sheet of paper with a pencil, or the icon below that says register. We're going to click on the icon above, and it's going to take us to the registration page. This is the page that you'll see next. This also includes some detailed information that may help you with your registration. Things like the group discount. If you are registering a group of 6 people or more, please read this information. We have a special price by which you only pay for the first 5 people, and the 6th person, it comes free. Also, if you are from the Diocese of Baltimore, Wheeling, Charleston, or the Military Archdiocese, you receive a discounted registration fee. Read this information if it applies to you. We also offer a series of boot camps on Thursday morning. Please only register for one if you are interested. There is an additional fee. The payment address will be important if you plan to pay for your registration by check, and the registration policies. Please note those. You may want to take a look especially at the cancellation policy because there's a particular date for canceling, but also so you know, if you cannot attend, your registration is transferable. So let's begin our registration. We're going to register Mary Johnson today as an individual registration. As you can see, I filled in her first and last names. I've selected a salutation. She's Mrs. Johnson from the list that was available. Same thing when I go down to type of leader. She's a parish leader, and I can put that information in by either typing a P or selecting it from the list. Same thing with the position. This drop-down list is a whole series of many selections. You should be able to find your particular title. She's a coordinator, and she's a coordinator of youth and young adult ministry. Then her address and street information. One of the most important things is to list the diocese. I can either select from the list or I can type. Mary happens to be from the Diocese of Arlington. Then the phone number and cell phone number. The last piece of information we're going to collect is her email address. It's very important that this information is accurate. Your confirmation email will be sent to this address, and any important information, including emergency information, will also be sent to you by email. The next question, please check by email unless there's some reason we should not contact you by email. If you'd like us to contact you by text or by voice call with other information, usually only emergency information, please check those as well. Mary speaks English, but she also knows Spanish and would be willing to use her Spanish if necessary. Mary is 45 to 54 years old. She is not going to be requesting aid from Catholic Home Missions. If you believe that you might apply for this scholarship, Please note the description, and you can go to usccb.org for more information. Mary is also interested in being a volunteer, particularly an usher, either at Mass or one of our leadership assemblies or general sessions. She does not have any accessibility needs, and she heard about MAC from a friend or colleague. By the way, if you know someone who would be interested in MAC, please know that friend or colleague is the #1 way that people hear about MAC. So I'd encourage you to invite any other friends and colleagues to attend this year. To continue, we do need to check yes, that we agree to the terms and policies, and complete the simple math problem in order to continue. Once we've done that, we'll click next and go to the next page. Scrolling up to the top of that section under attendee selections, as I mentioned, Mary is registering as an individual, so we're going to click individual registration. No boot camps are going to be selected, and Mary isn't quite sure what mega workshop or breakout session she wants to attend at this time, so she's not going to select any. If she were, all you would do is go and click on that particular selection and unclick it if you want to not deselect it. So at this time, we're going to save and finalize this registration. So we click on that button, and we are going to go to the first of the two-step checkout process. Please note, it is a two-step process. Do not skip the second step, or your reservation will not be confirmed. Mary's recipient information will be pulled right into this page from the original registration. Please note, every field that has an asterisk must be completed. On this particular one, notice that country is empty. So if I type a U, that means I need to type out the entire name of the United States. So I can either start typing United and then use my arrow key down to United States. And notice that as soon as I did that, the name of the state disappeared. I can go and select that from the list, or again, I can start typing it. Every other asterisk field is completed, so we can continue down the page. As I mentioned, Mary is going to pay by check this time. So I'll check off check. If you're going to pay by credit card, we do accept American Express, Discover, MasterCard, and Visa. Mary checks off check here if your billing address is the same. It is. If your parish is going to be paying, parish, school, diocese, or some other group is going to be paying, this is where you would want to put in that changed information. But she's going to be writing us a personal check, so we don't need to change that information. Everything looks right, so now we'll click on Proceed to Confirmation. Again, we're going to step 2 of the two-part checkout process. Right here, we're going to review the information and make sure it's all accurate before we actually confirm and finalize. Everything looks good in the recipient information. Everything looks good in the payment information, and we've only requested one individual registration for this particular order. Notice the early bird discount is automatically applied. Everything looks right, so we're going to click on Complete Order. The order will be saved, and we'll get a thank you page. You can view your invoice or receipt right from the thank you page. This same invoice receipt will be sent to you by email, and you can print it out and review it at your leisure. That's what it takes to register for the 2018 Mid-Atlantic Congress. Thank you for being with us. We look forward to seeing you in February.